Hello everyone, back here once again, and today's topic will be super basic networking and IP addresses. Alright, so what is an IP address? Oh look, that's an IP address. So IP stands for Internet Protocol. So IP address is Internet Protocol address. You can kind of think of it as like a street address, except it can get more advanced than just a street address. Alright, so let's break this down. Alright, so what this is numbers. Alright, okay, like you didn't know that already. So what these numbers mean, this one means like what country, what region, kind of like, kind of like, are you in like Europe, America, whatever, and then these is just more specific, and it gets even more specific, and it gets down here. So that's even more specific, right? So there's two when you connect to a to the internet, most likely, whether if you have a router or not. This depends if you have a wireless router or not, whether you're connected to it. You might not even be on Wi-Fi, but depending if you have a wireless router or not. So if you have a wireless router, then you technically have two IP addresses. You have your public one, which connects from, say, Joe Smith's computer to your household internet, which is your router. So it connects that to your router and then to your specific IP address within that router. Now, within that router is an IP address, and then the only difference between, say, computer one, like, say, the kitchen computer, and, say, your bedroom computer or living room computer or whatever, is this one right here. This number right here. It'll change depending on what range you have it set on. So for my household, my computer is 100. My other one is 101. So I have one that's 100. I have one that's 101. There's 102 is my other one. Then my mom's I think is 103. Then different my network, different internet devices, or so on and so on. So that is an IP address. So say I want to go to google.com. So I type in www.google.com and I click on it. So what it does, it goes out to a what's called a DNS server. So let me explain what a server is if you don't know. So there's two kinds of things on the internet: servers and clients. You can think of a server as like a really big computer, mainly is big computer, it can be any computer, that hosts a certain thing, file, whether it's a web page, whether it's a FTP server, which is file transfer protocol. So if you want to download files, whether it's a video sharing thing, anything, mainly web pages though, is what mainly you would know as a server. So Google has their servers. So when I go and be like, "Hey Google, what's up? I want to access your homepage." So I type in google.com, and then what that does is, let me open up a new one here. So I'll show you. Alright, so let me go over here. Alright, bigger. So you have the client. So I have me. Alright, I want to go access. And then my thing over here is my ultimate goal is to go to google.com. Google. Sorry, my mouse is pretty sensitive. It's a Rat 7, if you know what that is. So I want to go to Google. So I go there. But before that, I have to go to what's called a DNS server. DNS server. Alright. So what that is domain name service. So what that is, what a domain name is exactly what you see right here. It's this name. This this right here, world www stands for World Wide Web, if you don't know that already. That's in every single HTTP hypertext transfer protocol, HTTPS is just means that it's secure. So you don't need that when typing in. All you need is www dot the name, and then you have the ending right here .com. It could be .org, .net, .biz, .uk.com, .blah blah 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 .com. There's many different endings that you can have there. All right, so you have me. So I'm going. So I go here. So what this looks up is what IP address, which is, if you remembered that number, so which computer has this name google.com associated with it. So it looks it up. So it goes. So you have this big chart, more or less. All right, I'm trying to draw straight lines here. So Google, I'm just gonna do, okay, that means Google. So Google is blah 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 dot 307. I don't know. I'm just making up numbers. All right, so it says that it's like, okay, Google is this IP address, sends it back here, and then it transfers it. It's like, all right, so that IP address goes to Google. Yay! And then this huge process right here, this long arrow, it's not just that. There's many more processes. What it when you request something, it doesn't go straight there. What the internet is here. I'll draw boxes. So what the internet is literally it is a mesh of servers and clients. So what a client is anything that requests information. So my computer is a client. Server is something that hosts information, like say web page, and then the client. So literally what the internet is a whole bunch of servers talking to each other. So it is what we call a mesh network. So this mesh network, when you send it out, it doesn't go. It's not gonna go just directly to there. There's no direct route to google.com. So say it goes in here, right? Goes in right there. So this arrow. So it goes here. Then it will, and then say this is Google right here. So there's a few possible routes that it could go. So it could go here, and then it might bounce off of here and go there, and then go there, and then there. Because if it only went one route, say there's say like a cable got cut, or like some internet is down somewhere, right? If it goes there and then just hits this block, then what? You can't go to Google just because some random line in, like, say India is down or something because a car crashed into it or whatever. I'm just making up some random scenario. No, so because what it goes and it pings off other servers to try to get to this ultimate destination of google.com, the server. So just because say the server is down or something, or this thing is down, so it could still go here, bam, go off here. Let me add a couple more arrows there. All right, so it could go here, go there, there. It could go here, here. So there's not just one way of going, but it doesn't go on forever. It's not like like bouncing off forever. There's a certain amount of times, like it goes to the internet to like it'll go and bounce off certain many times, because if it didn't, then it would literally be an infinite amount of pingings, just like we're trying to request information that you may or may have not already gotten. So blah blah blah, it goes there, it goes to Google. Then Google's like, this is usually how it works. There's certain instances and certain protocols that it's not how it works. So it's called SYN, SYN. So that's SYN. So then it's like, all right, you're the one that requested the information, say google.com. So you like you want to So you're the computer that wanted it, right? And then your computer's like, yeah, I wanted it. I want that information. So syn. So this is called. I think I spelled it right. So the next step is called synac. So it's like, yep, I want that information. So Google. So it's like, you want the information? Yep, I want the information. So then Google sends the information, the requested web page, back to you, thus giving you a web page. Yes, that is a lot more than you might expect of just going to google.com. Alright, so I did a little demonstration here saying, so you don't have to. You don't have to put in the domain. It could be, you could put in the IP address. So this is Google's IP address. So if you look here, same exact thing. There's just some things that aren't the same just because I connected to the actual IP address other than the google.com. Most likely it'll be the same exact thing. There shouldn't be any difference. So if you want to look up an IP address of anyone or see if it's online, type in CMD. That will bring up command prompt. Then type in ping, then say www.google.com. So I'm pinging it with what is called packets. I'll explain that in just one sec. So it says reply from, is it pinging www.google.com, and then gives the IP address, and then it says reply from the IP address, which is google.com, with the amount of bytes, which is the size, how long it took, is measured in milliseconds. If it's anything more than milliseconds, then you really have a slow computer and should think of upgrading from a messenger pigeon. And then that's pretty much all you need to. So this is how long. So 18 milliseconds. That's that. And 13 and then 16, 15. That's a pretty good average actually.